Jeremy Hunt will use a major speech today to insist that he is serious about boosting economic growth in the UK as he outlines proposals to unlock £100 billion of investment.
Now, the Chancellor plans to focus on key growth industries such as digital technology, advanced manufacturing and creative industries. And he's also going to set out a long-term plan to tackle poor productivity.
And the Chancellor will suggest that a wider bonfire of EU rules will be needed as ministers push ahead with plans to review all EU laws still on the UK statute book this year.
Well, joining us now to tell us more is the political commentator Peter Spencer. Good morning to you, Peter.
Good morning to you both.
I mean, I think we're all going to be waiting. I don't think the Chancellor's going to talk till about 9:20. But if you read the front page of the Daily Mail today, it's got virtually word for word his entire speech. So it's not all going to come as a surprise to us. You've read it. What do you make of it?
Well, I do note that he's managed to generate a headline which doesn't include the words Nadim or Sahawi in it.
Well, we'll come to that in a moment.
Sure. That said, I mean, there's been a week of bad news from practically every front. The CBI said things are not looking good. The Office of Budget Responsibility said, look, we're going to have a great deal less. You are going to have a great deal less headroom than you thought you were going to have. And so he comes up and says, hey, listen, guys, everything's going to be fine. I mean, it sort of reminds me of the payoff line in that iconic film, The Italian Job, when Michael Caine said, when the bus is hanging over the edge, hey, don't worry, lads, I've got a plan.
But is it a plan that's going to work? That's the important thing.
Well, I mean, who knows? But we're talking about some point in the distant future. This is sunny upland stuff, for heaven's sake. And, I mean, the one good thing is that inflation is set to fall significantly. But apart from that, I mean, we talked about the bonfire of EU regulations. Well, everybody knows that's a vast job and it cannot happen quickly. It's just not possible, too much of it.
And yet, in all of this, I mean, how much pressure is on him? Because the Labour Party is coming up with growth plans now, and it's growth that we desperately need. I mean, he's got to come up with something.
Well, what he's saying is we're going to get it, but he's just not saying when, because it's all very well to say, listen, things are going to be fine, but, I mean, how are you going to actually make it happen? He's not the person. He governs the economy, but he doesn't run the factories. He doesn't actually bring the money in from overseas that we're going to need and all the rest of it. So it is a little bit of sort of, you know, whistling to keep your spirits up.